It is May the 7th. My race in 9 days. And what I'm going to do here, this should hopefully work. I'm screen recording my laptop as well. But I'm going to break down all of my training over the last 8 weeks. And I have this week as well. I have this weekend, I have a run. But mainly the 8 weeks is the guts of the training block. And I'm going to break down everything I've done. Strava, going to run the stats as well. And should be golden. So what I've done is, you're able to go into Strava, right, and go to your profile and basically export all your statistics. If you go to my account and then download or delete your account, you're able to download all of the data, and then that comes in as a CSV form, and I'm plugging this into ChatGPT. So March 9th, let me go back to training log. So basically training started March 9th. January was a bit of a write-off with the move over here and holidays. February I was kind of getting back into it, raced at 10k, and from March I've been putting in the heavy graft. So 37 hours of running in March, that is 429k, and then April 419k, so 33 hours. I think I was still doing a bit of gym work as well in March, hence the added hours. So I'm just going to do that from March 9th to May 3rd. Should be 8 weeks, and this time I've been training for half marathon, now 9 days. I'm going to get a complete breakdown of this training block. Ooh. Weekly stats, distance, elevation, and if there was any races. Also want to break down how my training was structured, volume wise, heart rate zones wise, and when my hands are freezing, it's just gotten so cold in Australia, when I'm doing sessions versus easy runs. Report back. So yeah, all in all, while that's doing this, we'll be up March 2nd, or no, March 9th. So this is the first week, 100k weeks. That's just standard. That's what we need to be hitting here. And generally what I was doing, easy, and then for some reason I did easy to stay as well, intervals on a Wednesday. Normally I do easy, intervals, easy, threshold or tempo, and then Saturday long run. So the last while I've been training like a madman. I think I'm on a 47-day streak or something like that. But generally take it super easy, or a rest day on Friday, long run on Saturday, and then easy long on Sunday. That's what I've been doing the last while. And that has resulted in 100k weeks quite frequently. I think out of the last 8, I've hit 7 100k weeks. And the only reason that this was an 80k week was because I had that 5k run. Let's see what we have got here. 86 run uploads across the 8 weeks. So some days split into warm-up, workout. Makes sense. All in all, this block has gone absolutely phenomenally. I've PB'd 400 meters, 800 meters, K, and then that was in the kilometer race that I did. And then I did mile, 2 mile, and 5k in the Wollongong race, which was an unofficial PB. Just gonna note so I don't get called out on Instagram and the page tries to embarrass me. Here we are. Total distance. Right, let's break this down. ChatGPT, I should be able to put this up on YouTube. I can't see why not. And I'm doing this all in one go. There's going to be very little editing on this. And yeah, give you guys a bit of breakdown into training, because I think it's one thing seeing the runs and seeing the odd session posted, but when you're able to kind of zoom out and look back on the training, and then hopefully the result takes care of itself. But this is where the money is. So let's see what we got here. 86 runs, yes, 8 weeks, 56 days, 8 full training weeks. Total distance, 814 kilometers, average 101 a week. Highest week, 114. What week was that? Where is this 114? Didn't run 114, did I? I don't know, ChatGPT is on one. Maybe it's taken Sunday as the start of the week. Could be done. Lowest week, 80.8. Total elevation gain, 6,569 meters. Average elevation, 821. Sydney is so hilly, and that's one thing that I really noticed across from moving over here. Sydney is just crazy hilly compared to back home. I'd be running around Swords, running around the park, running in town, wherever, Malahide, and you might hit a hill, but you don't have to go up it. Sydney, everywhere is hills, especially where I'm at now. I'm in Coogee, and in order to run anywhere, I need to run up the hill and out of the valley. Days of running, 46 out of 56 days running. Interesting. 10 days off? That doesn't sound right either. Right, let's take this with a grain of salt. Days run. See, this is all wrong. Does it think tones down? Yeah, right, that was the problem. Run uploads, 85, 806, 6. How's the elevation changed? Okay, anyway, what? What's wrong? What? I'm in the middle of something, but go on.
Are you filming?
Yeah.
I don't know how to boil rice.
You don't know how to cook rice?
I've never done it before. Can you help me?
You don't know how to cook rice? That's so embarrassing.
Yeah.
You should go buy bags of rice in the shop. That's what you should do.
Do I boil the water and then put the rice in? Do
Oh, it's actually so hard to cook rice.
you want to do it?
It's going to take like 20 minutes.
I'll figure it out, don't worry.
No, it's not something you just figure out. It's not just something you figure out. Oh dear Lord. Okay, now that makes more sense. Right, we're back. Okay, so I've recorrected the time zone. So Strava, for some reason, still thinks I'm in Dublin. I don't know how to change that. But here we are. Here's the corrected version. Average 100.7k per week. Days at running 54. That makes sense. Out of the 56. That makes a lot of sense. So this block has been absolutely hectic, to say the least. 100k, 100k, 100k. It was just barely scraping by. I was doing that Sunday long run just to finish that at 100k. And then this 109, 109, 80k, that's the Wollongong race. And here we are. So yeah, great. So I'm going to say, okay, give me a full high level breakdown, including time spent in zones. Easy being HR less than 158. And now we wait. Don't know how to cook rice, that's so good. Yeah, so ChatGPT is pretty efficient at this. I was doing this yesterday as well, having a look and getting ChatGPT to see where I'm at basically. But one thing I want to note here as well from this March block, or from March, I started training with Will Boyle probably start of April, I would say. So yeah, he's been helping me out maybe since end of March, start of April. Reach out to Will. Will's doing coaching now. I'm building Runmates, and I wanted to basically get the Runmates platform set up. So he's coaching me on there. We're kind of using it as a tool, and it's been great. It's been absolutely great. So still building out some features and fixing some bugs, but having Will in my corner has been great. And yeah, this is what it takes to be at Will Boyle's level or getting down there. So right, 64 hours of training. That's 8 hours a week. Actually not that much. Average pace 4:45, weighted average HR 54 out of 56 days running. So you can see that's the graft. That's the graft done. The first 2 weeks are the only weeks where I haven't ran all 7 days. Stable 100k base, peak aerobic load around 109k, down week, which was a race week, and then back to 100k with more specific half marathon work. That is correct, and that's the plan. HR zones, I think we'll be able to go into Strava and have a look at that. Let me see. I know you can see it on the phone, but I just don't really want to go onto my phone here right now. Okay, they're all my shoes, which I don't use too much. The only shoes that I've been using are Adidas Evo SL Red. They've way more kilometers in them, which haven't logged them. Vomeros, 800k plus in them. And then I have been using my Asics Tokyo, which now has 250k in them, which I'm not surprised about because I have been using and abusing them. And now I'm after buying a new pair of Metaspeed Skies, which have 5k in them, and I'm going to race in them. Let's have a look here at best efforts. So qualified final, that was the second one, so I went out quick for the first 400 there. And then half mile and 1k, they should have been the same one. That was the heat, 1k 250. Jeez, yeah, it was rapid. 5k, so 5k 16:40. That's unofficial, of course. And yeah, it was a nasty race. It was the stupidest race I've ever seen in my life. But you can see it was a heavy, heavy graft. Let's look at this race analysis. 316, 320, 322, 322, 320, and then this was extra, finishing that off like a boomerang. That was an absolute pain in the ass. And then a heart rate, so my heart rate was above 177 for the entire thing. Let's have a look at the laps. Heart rate 171, 182, 184, yeah, as to be expected. So that's pretty good. So I've PB'd everything up until the 5k. the plan is, and what I'm hoping is, my current half marathon was in Malaga, and what I did there was PB'd absolutely everything. Just had a banger of a race and went out and just stuck and hold pretty much. So hopefully I'll be able to PB 10k, 15k, 10 mile, 20k, half marathon again in this race. So that will be the goal. This PB at the moment is Athenry 10k, which was a beauty. It was a good race, but did very little training for it, and definitely should be able to run quicker than 3:37 for the back half of this. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. You can see here it's been a big build week by week, and yeah, I think key moments are probably the 5k, although the course was absolutely fucked and didn't go my way at all. It was a great race and I ran well, kind of proved myself that I was able to run quickly, and then the 1k at 250 obviously wouldn't be able to do that for any sustained pace or for sustained distance, but here we are. And one thing that I want to note is I've been training for a long time. So 2026, this is my 4th year running. Yeah, so coming into my 4th year running. So if I look last year, how many kilometers did I do last year? 2026, 1,480 kilometers so far. Last year, 3,307 kilometers, which was a big year. January and February build was big, and then July, August, September, and then race in October. Very flat here, but that's okay. It was moving country and all that. And then 2024 had another decent year, but didn't really start training until here. So December 2024, it's now May. I've been training a year and a half properly. And then 2023 was a mad year. That was when I started running and did 4 marathons in October, as you can see there, and then did a 60k run in December. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of volume, but it's been 3 years in the making getting to this point. So definitely one to note. And if you look there at the personal records, you can see here this year already I've hit 812 personal records, which is insane. So that's just all on different terrains and different routes and stuff that I keep hitting and keep getting faster over. So yeah, it's exciting stuff. Basically what I wanted to get at here is it's been an absolute graft the last 8 weeks, and luckily I've had the time. I haven't been working, I've just started a new job, but I've had the time and ability to recover, which is super important. And as you can see there, I haven't done anything gym wise in the last month. That was because I was moving house and I don't have a gym membership currently, but hopefully now I'll be able to kind of put all that hard work together in 9 days. It's a flat course. I'll actually get it up. It's a flat course. There's no elevation, and it should be a nice chilly day in New Zealand. Fresh pair of shoes, A to B race, and yeah, field should be pretty good. So I'm quite excited for it. Hawke's Bay half. Tell me you got something to give. So yeah, you're able to see here, it is a pretty flat course, and it's just along the coast of New Zealand. So the only thing I'm worried about is there's gravel. I think it's like 60% gravel. It's so like soft sandstone or something it says. But I'm not too worried. I think it should be completely okay. People still run very fast times, so not too worried. What I've been doing is 3 sessions a week and as much easy running as I can handle. And I'm no expert or anything, but it's a lot of work, but I've been able to handle it because it's 3 years of running and then taking it quite seriously as well. So that's pretty much the entire training block. You can see here I've spent most of my time in zone 2 as well. So zone 2 for me is anything below this. So 18:49, that's already like 70%, 80+%, 85% of my time in zone 2 and below. So yeah, there we are. A lot of easy running, some races thrown in there, and then focus on interval session on Tuesday and then long runs on Saturday. So that's where we're at. We've got 1 more week of training, 1 more long run, and then we're good to go. So I'm very excited. It's going to be a good one, and all I have to do is stay on top of everything, and then we've 3 or 4 weeks of not relaxing, but taking it back a bit, and then we're straight into block for Chicago. So very exciting times. And yeah, if this is any value to anybody, I'm really glad. I think it's nice to kind of zoom out, look at all the stats and look at the figures of what I've actually done. But yeah, this is what it takes to run decent times, like 100k plus for a half marathon every week. It's a lot. When I say that to people as well, they're like, 100k weeks, that's so much. And it is, but it isn't. There's levels to the game. There's lads out running 100 miles, there's lads out running 200k. Obviously, I'm not an elite athlete, but this is what it takes to kind of get better. I ran 2:47 in Dublin. I want to run sub 2:40 in Chicago. I should be in shape for it by then, God willing. But yeah, that's where we're at the moment, and it's been an absolute buzz, and I'm going to continue keep doing these videos. Should have another one before the half, and then should have a bit of a buzz over in New Zealand as well, spending a couple of days. But yeah, that's basically all the training. So yeah, if you're stuck around until this point, thank you for the support. I appreciate it. And yeah, all the support on the YouTube does not go unnoticed. It's really, really appreciated. Absolutely appreciated. All the little comments and shares go a long, long way. So I'm going to continue. I really, really enjoy it and enjoy sharing the journey. My whole philosophy is I'm doing it anyway. My life is incredibly interesting. So why not share that with the rest of the world? So that's where we're at. Yeah, as usual, like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'll get back to everybody. And yeah, I think a lot of people are watching without subscribing. So if you're one of these people, hit the subscribe button. It is free and it helps the channel a lot, which is really, really good. So yeah, I want to hit 1,000 subscribers in the next few months. In the next 2 months maybe would be really nice. So I'm going to really up the ante here on the YouTube game and keep her moving, keep her lit. So yeah, going to be looking for some videographers to work with me over here in Sydney as well. Over the next while, I want to make a big splash for the Chicago build and getting run mates up off the ground as well. So that should hopefully be launched end of the month, if not early June. Maybe I'll launch it for my birthday. And yeah, exciting times. So big shout out to all you guys, big shout out to the OGs watching from home. And yeah, I appreciate it, man. I absolutely appreciate it. So look after yourselves and see you on the start line.